Ever feel like IT can be, well, a little overwhelming, like trying to fix a car with zero clue about what's under the hood?
Yeah, definitely. Can be a bit daunting, right?
For sure. But what if we could approach IT with the same, like, clear-cut thinking as we do car maintenance?
Okay, interesting.
So in today's deep dive, we're tapping into that fresh perspective. We are going to be looking at insights from Bythors Tech Insights, seeing how their ideas about boosting IT efficiency can totally apply to your business. And don't worry, you don't need to be a tech whiz to follow along.
Yeah, because Bythor starts with a really great analogy. They talk about these things called quick wins. Have you heard about this?
Quick wins, rings a bell, remind me.
Okay, so you know how just checking your tire pressure can actually, noticeably improve your fuel efficiency, right?
Totally. Yeah.
So in the IT world, these quick wins are those small but impactful actions you can take that give you like an immediate boost in efficiency.
Love that. Love those immediate results. So
Yeah.
like, what are we talking about here specifically? Give me an example.
Okay, so think about it. How many times maybe have you or someone in your company spun up like a cloud resource for a project, like a database or something?
Happens all the time.
Right. And then the project's over, but no one remembers to shut the database down.
Oh, that old chestnut. Guilty as charged.
Or like old development environments just sitting there forgotten. I mean, even file storage, it all adds up. And all that unused stuff, those are prime candidates for a quick efficiency boost. Just like deleting old files from your computer.
Right. Digital decluttering. Gotta love it. Okay, so clear out those digital cobwebs. Boom. Immediate savings.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah.
But the article also gets into those bigger picture scenarios, right? Like
Yeah.
sometimes it's not just about a quick fix. It's sometimes you realize your trusty old car just isn't cutting it anymore.
For sure. And that's when Bythor is saying you need more than just a tune-up, right? Like
Yeah.
maybe your applications are slow, or you're having trouble scaling your systems, or you're feeling like maybe your security is a little outdated. These could all be signs that it's time to just rethink your entire setup, like a total overhaul.
Okay, so what does that look like in practice? What are our options there?
Well, it could involve things like re-architecting your systems, maybe switching to a more efficient tech stack, things that might seem daunting, but
But they're kind of like, I don't know, trading in that old gas guzzler for something way more fuel efficient and tailored to your needs.
precisely. And it might seem like a big change, but in the long run, it's probably going to be a lot smoother and more cost effective.
Love it. Okay, so we've talked about those quick wins and also the big overhauls, but now I want to look ahead because Bythor had this really interesting take on the future of IT.
Yeah, definitely. They basically envision a future where, get this, building IT systems is as streamlined as an assembly line.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. Tell me more.
So they're talking about this concept called commoditized IT infrastructure. Basically, imagine if you didn't have to custom build every single part of your IT system, but instead you could just pick and choose from all of these standardized modular components, and they're already optimized, ready to go.
So kind of like building a website these days. You don't need to code everything from scratch anymore, right? You've got these pre-built blocks, you just plug and play.
Exactly. That's the idea. And companies like Bythor, that's what they're vowing towards.
And what's the upside of all this?
Well, you're talking about potentially much faster deployment times, way easier upgrades, and probably some serious cost savings down the line because you're not constantly having to reinvent the wheel.
Right. It's all about finding those efficiencies. Okay, so whether we're focused on those quick wins today, or maybe pondering a major IT overhaul in the future, Bythor's given us a lot to chew on. It all comes back to finding that perfect IT setup for your specific needs, right? Like choosing the right car for your lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure. And that actually reminded me of something Bythor's closing thought in their piece. They ask, if we can apply these principles of standardization, this modularity, to IT to make it more efficient. What other industries could this revolutionize?
Ooh, now that is a good question.
So that's something I'll leave you with. Think about it. Beyond IT, what aspects of your business could benefit from this kind of thinking?
What could we standardize and streamline to make everything run a little smoother?
Something to ponder.